Hey, greetings, and thank you for watching Empath's Holistic Healing. It's me, Lady Empath, and today I hopefully have a wonderful treat for you all. Welcome to the segment Miracle Mondays here at Empath's Holistic Healing, and most of you all know that I don't pre-script my recordings. I go live, and typically I either get inspired and led and guided on a topic or something. And then I have to trust and tap in to the divine and see what comes. And so I was actually inspired to do this because, first of all, I'm an empath. So I can relate to the path of empaths. I understand the journey. I understand what it feels like to live your life feeling like you are an energetic sponge. And oftentimes that can feel limiting, overwhelming. And, we have to live our lives. We can't hide off in bubbles and, things like that if we want to have a full experience. So we have to get out there and work jobs. We have businesses, we have friends, we have relationships, we live in certain geographical locations that are, oftentimes not, all that on the surface, all that pleasant. And with that said, I can understand why the feeling, of overwhelmedness or just feeling like, okay, it's just too much, right? Uh, what inspired me to do this particular video today is where I work. I was talking. Oh, and by the way, before I get too far, see the screen if that makes sense to any of you who would jump on here. I'm actually behind my computer. And I am recording or on was doing free readings and things like that. So I'm like, oh, they probably think I was just, ignoring them, and that's certainly not my energy. And anybody who knows, um, and so I'm into the healing modality. Pressing again, I'm gonna try to stay on point and be as quickly as I can. And again, I'm not going to get into that without permission. Sense that you know she is in the very from my still your choice. If you want to keep a close relationship, or if you want to let it go. I have several water throughout my house that's filled with sea salt, pure, plain, sea salt. And as salt baths, sea salt showers, getting crystallized sea salt types of soaps, chakras. Okay, there's a cycle going through here. All 7 chakras, our aura, as well as the 7 tuning and our and this video cards to see where you all are at and what could further assist you just in your day-to-day life or in your now, in terms of something that's maybe a little more simple, something that you should focus on that can help you daily in life. And I'm saying that because we're not always at home sitting in our room or on our yoga mat, right? Let's say you work in an environment that is filled with people. Let's just say that you have a very high demand job and there's a lot of people, and you spend 8 hours of your day around a lot of people. You get a 30-minute break, 30-minute lunch, and two 10-minute breaks, and it's just a lot happening, right? And as an empath, as I mentioned when I first came on, you're an energetic sponge. So on top of whatever it is you may or may not be dealing with in your personal life. And so I desire to provide that space and place here. See what guidance comes through. A light language to kind of activate in your subconscious and activate in the Akashic records, but also to give you a takeaway. In other words, what are you going to do once you go to bed or whatever part of the day, you wake up and you go on about your regular life and work day, and you encounter a lot, and you can't go and chant for 30 minutes or sit on a yoga mat, right? I'm going to share some of the things in which I practice, which today even I saw the benefit of one little small thing I did on my break in lunch. So as an empath or highly sensitive soul, and especially if you're going through a lot of transitions, and all the more if you have some trying situations in your living space, I highly recommend, and you have to take what resonates with you, but I highly recommend that you capitalize on your time as much as you can. So while you're at work, of course, work, do your job, and things of that nature. But when you get your lunch and you get your breaks, take advantage of that time to, technology is wonderful in this way. And even if you don't use the technology, I went today and grounded by standing outside, took my shoes off and placed them in the dirt up under a tree and hugged the tree and took some deep breaths. That's one of my practices. Another thing I did was listen to some high frequencies to cleanse my aura from the things that's around me, from the callers that I'm getting to the coworkers, it's a lot of energy. Sometimes we're picking up the anxiety energy because a lot of places are operating in that way. And so I just simply took the time. I was like, okay, I felt my own energy on top of everything else. And so this is a highly effective way to get back grounded, to feel lighter, to feel clearer when we're, feeling kind of congested because there's too much going on, right? So that's just a piece of what I do, okay? That I saw the benefit immediately today. Did it fix everything. Didn't mean that I was, skipping through tulips afterwards. Not entirely, but I certainly felt lighter, and it wasn't uh, as draining as it could have been, as it was going towards, until I decided to capitalize on the time. Okay, now that's just something that you would have to tap in and see if that would work for you. But this is a, kind of a way we can keep that cycle. I set intentions and ask the archangels as well. Like, okay, put it on a time release, aura sweep, chakra sweep, shield up, aura sweep, on contact. And what I mean is on contact when things are bogging me down, or even when some of my triggers are coming up, maybe some of my shadow or my triggers are coming up. And so I'm asking for that constant energetic sweeping, if you will, to help me to shift in a more higher vibrational sort of way, um, so that I can move forward more in alignment with my highest intelligence. All right. So that would certainly help you, beautiful empathic souls. Okay. Again, listening to the frequencies, high frequencies, sea salt baths, Epsom salt baths, listening to high frequency meditative music, chanting, okay, mantras. And so let's see what comes through first. Take some deep breaths. I recommend that you set your intentions now. Take some deep breaths of what you want to receive, asking your highest intelligence, God, your guides, or however you verbiage it. What do I need to help me maintenance my own auric field? What do I need to maintenance my own chakra system, considering my lifestyle and my path and where I'm at in my now? All right. Let's have a moment of silence. I set my intention to tap in to the divine guru within from my highest heart space, and to allow that energy to embody my whole being and my now. I set my intention to tap into any high vibrational, benevolent, loving energy, guidance, language, tools for empaths holistic healing regarding the maintenance of aura, the maintenance of our energetic system, our chakra system, as it relates to our day-to-day life, as it relates to the relationships in our home, and as it relates to the work lives that we may have, or school, businesses, when we are not in our private space, how to capitalize in moments to clear our auric field of excess energies, debris, the thoughts, the projections, the vibrations, beliefs, the experiences of others, whether it's co-workers, bosses, environments, geographical locations, whether it's family, bloodline, friends, lovers, even the things that are being triggered from within our inner child that is ready for release. May we be strengthened and empowered and supported by benevolent archangels to face with elegance and grace and sophistication anything that is of ours that needs to be validated, and may we release it I ask you, Archangel Michael, to protect us, support us, and help us with this process. Mother Gaia, help us to feel safe and sound when we feel overwhelmed in our energetic field, when we feel that we're overexposed to too many energies and vibrations at once. Help us to release it and tap into our divine power, even when we're learning new things, even when it's challenging, even if we discover maybe something is not for us, but help us to feel the divine love within and to give it all that we have, to be the best versions of ourselves, but from a place of ease, from a place of divine love, from a place that is in alignment with our highest intelligence and our highest and greatest good, in perfect comfort and alignment in our now. Help us to release and let go right now of everything, the day, the frustrations. Help us to feel the divine love, to feel the support of benevolent archangels, the support of Mother Gaia and divine source, even in uncertain times and challenging times. May we get through this energetic transition swiftly, exquisitely, courageously, joyously. May we find joy and bliss in our now. That is my intention. I ask for any guidance to come through that's high vibrational, that will bring support, that will bring strength, that will bring comfort, that will bring relief, that will bring release, that will bring divine wisdom, so that we can better navigate our experiences every day. Ah, yes, with gratitude. Thank you. Okay, I'm being led to go ahead and recite a mantra that I practice, that I received from Miss Josie Krause. She is a wonderful, beautiful soul that I follow here on YouTube if you're interested. She sends me emails weekly and with energetic updates and meditations. And so I received this some while back from her, and I've been practicing this particular mantra for a while now, and it has always proven to get me centered and to elevate my vibration. And for some reason, the very obstacles and challenges in which I've stood through all of that, it didn't make them all instantaneously just go away, but I will say it gave me a different perspective, and I was able to tap into peace as well as guidance for how to navigate through those uncertainties. Okay, and so if it resonates with you, you can repeat it after me, and I'm just gonna say it. Try to say it in sync with the music until I feel led to stop and to go into whatever else may be helpful. And it's a very simple mantra. You can close your eyes. Imagine your blissful, happy, peaceful place, your empowered place. As the music plays, it's continuing to cycle through our chakra system. Aham Brahmasmi. Aham Brahmasmi. Aham Brahmasmi. This mantra is regarding releasing fear and self-doubt. Aham Brahmasmi. Aham Brahmasmi. Aham Brahmasmi. Aham Brahmasmi. Aham Brahmasmi. Aham Brahmasmi. Take a nice deep breath in. Deep breathing in light, love, malevolent energy. Sense and feel the connection with yourself, with your breath. As you exhale, release all that's no longer serving you. Now I'm going to go ahead and recite one more mantra. And this mantra is a protection mantra, which is suitable and excellent for our theme here of dealing with our aura, our energetic system, and feeling the need for more shielding and protection, for lack of better words, of other people's realities and their vibrations. Om Mani Dua Hara. 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 Imagine the golden white light and the violet fire consuming your entire being from the inside out and extending far above the head and far beneath the feet. Om Mani Dua Hara. Om Mani Dua Hara. Om Mani Dua Hara. Om Mani Dua Hara. Okay. All right. Stay in a meditative state if you can. I'm going to see if there's some supportive gemstone and angel guardian card messages that may go along with what we talked about, as well as assisting you with perhaps if you're into crystals, any crystals you should think about getting, or any crystal frequencies you should perhaps search YouTube to see if you can listen to these frequencies. Okay. well as, of course, the angel message that's coming along with the card, the affirmation that could further assist with our aura. And right? Thank you, beloved light beings only. Thank you, Mother Gaia. Thank you, Divine Source. Thank you, divine spirit guides and fairies. Thank you. I ask for empaths, holistic healing. All those who watch these videos, all those who resonate, the collective. The intention is to get reinforcement and guidance about our aura and our daily lives, making our aura, our energetic system, our chakras, as we're navigating the 3D world, as we're navigating our various jobs and relationships, different locales that we're in, on top of our own energetic imprints and things that we're working through. Anything that could further empower, reinforce, encourage, motivate, and support us in our now, with gratitude. May it be in perfect divine alignment with the collective and the highest and greatest good and perfect comfort, with the highest intelligence of all involved. May peace emanate through this video. May clarity emanate through this video, through this reading. Gratitude. So high, and so it is, and so let it be. All right, you guys. I am sifting through the cards to see what comes out. I'm trying to keep my tone down, to stay in this calm state I just got in, to stay on the ebb and flow of the music and of our theme. It's all about centering and balancing, and all about clearing our energetic field of debris that we pick up in our day-to-day lives. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Source. Fairy, step in. Thank you, Spirit beings, great beings all. Any further support for aura or empaths, holistic healing, empaths, aura, energetic maintenance in day-to-day life. Thank you. There we go. All right, there's one. All right, I'm gonna pull one more. I usually do the draws in 2 or 3 for some reason. I don't know why yet. One came, I'll get into that card in a minute, but I'm gonna put one more. Thank you. Almost. Thank you. Ooh, all right. Okay. Okay, so I got the 2 cards for further energetic support. I'm gonna see if I can bring them more where you can possibly see it a little better. I hope. I'm not sure yet, but I certainly hope I'm doing a decent job. Okay. The two cards that came out is the amethyst and the sapphire. Okay. And let me see if I can bring it out that way. Here, there we go. I'm going to still read them because I realize it's not a close enough visual for you all to be able to see anything. But there you go. It's the amethyst and the sapphire that came up for you guys. And so for the amethyst, the question is, are you ready to transform your life? Through your spiritual connection with the divine, you can receive intuitive insights to help you in your daily life. Okay, this is good. We're on the right path. You have the ability to transform your reality using the spiritual guidance you receive. That's what that one says. And so I'm going to tap into energy of the card and see what guidance is coming through with that. Okay, this is the first card, amethyst. What I am sensing is that, as the card is saying, that through our spiritual connections with the divine and receiving intuitive insight in our daily life, we can set that intention to connect to the divine within and to follow those intuitive guidance. And intuitive guidance, especially for an empath, can manifest in many ways. Sometimes intuitive guidance, depending on the way your empathic imprint works, it may not necessarily be words that you're hearing. You may not necessarily hear a vibration or an energy say something to you. It may be through your senses. You may be clairsentient, which is you just feel things in your energetic system. And that is the nudge and clue that in that moment, you may need to set that intention internally and say, all right, Archangel Michael, assist with, clearing my aura and my now. I set my intention to tap into my heart. You may have to do that within yourself, depending on where you are in the moment, or it may just be an arrow pointing to you to where, all right, the moment you get, a minute to take a step to yourself, go and do 3 minutes of deep breathing, because these things help with energetic clearing or cleansing and clearing. And because, like I said here, we do have the power. It says you have the ability to transform your reality in the moment of feeling bogged down by excessive energy, other people's energy, feeling overwhelmed. So we have the power to transform that. I'm so sorry for that. Give me one moment. Let me switch out here. My apologies. I'm plugging in. There we go. So we have the power, the guides, the card, is saying that tap into your intuition to give you the direction of when and how you need to shift in your energy. Okay, and this is where it says daily life. So this means at work, at school, driving in the car, walking down the street. It's really by intention and connecting to the divine within you and following that. Like I said, clairsentience, you feel things. Claircognizance, you just know it. Clairvoyant, you see it. Audience, you hear it, right? So that tapping into that and trusting it. No, there's nothing wrong with you, empath. That is just the particular path that you've chosen, that you are energetically hyper aware. and can feel and are connected. And so these are just some of the things that we do to help us to better manage that, okay? And let me see what Angel has to say. So Archangel Zachiel, and I had a feeling it would be this Archangel. He's the one in charge of the violet fire. Archangel Zachiel says, this is a good affirmation for you. I create my reality. I create my reality. I can change my reality. It's easy for me to transform and transmute challenging situations. Oh, yes, I received this. I use my intuition and follow my hunches. I am aligned with higher wisdom. I pay attention to my dreams and easily interpret them. OMG. So let's go ahead and add the added wonderment to our affirmation for law of attraction purposes. I wonder, what would it look like and feel like and be like to create, to see that I am creating my reality, to change my reality. I wonder what it would feel like. What would it be like to feel that it's easy and smooth for me to transform and transmute challenging situations in my daily life? I wonder, what would it look like and feel like to use my intuition, to tap into it and follow my hunches while feeling safe and sound while doing so? I wonder, what would it look like and feel like to feel aligned with divine higher wisdom, to connect and pay attention to my dreams and easily interpret them. And so Archangel Zachiel, please assist us with this, and please assist with transmitting the violet fire into our Akashic records, into our subconscious, and to any of our inner child or shadow work that's being triggered, as well as past lives and ancestral bloodline things that we may be encountering in our daily lives. And may it be with sophistication and elegance, with gratitude. All right, the second card is the sapphire. The sapphire. And this particular card is saying, are you feeling confused? Are you in search of wisdom and deeper spiritual insight? Engage in illuminating activities. And I just said this, so it's kind of going along the lines of what I was sharing earlier. Engage in illuminating activities such as meditation, contemplation, and reflection to better understand the true nature of reality. Pray. Allow for spiritual truths to be revealed. And this is kind of going in alignment perfectly with the amethyst and going in alignment with what I was saying previously about the things that we can do to assist us energetically speaking, since we're talking about aura and chakras and maintenance in our energetic system in our daily lives while being, around a lot of people and dealing with a lot of things. And what I am picking up is that some of you beautiful empaths, the first step is going to be just surrendering and embracing your empathic nature and set the intention to be willing to do whatever's going to assist you energetically every day in order to keep your energy right. Some of you would have to start there that are not currently practicing um, any of these things in which I've mentioned. Others of you is just an encouragement and reinforcement saying, go back within. Don't allow the feeling of overwhelmingness. Maybe you are embarking on a new path. Maybe there's been some major shifts and transitions, and quite naturally, it will feel that way. But the encouragement and the guidance is saying, okay, it's all right. But delve within and go deeper, go back. Use the things in which you've been using, but now amplify it because your journey has taken a shift now. Maybe there wasn't much going on before, right? And now there's a whole lot going on. Maybe you are not around a lot of people before, and now you are around a lot of people daily. So now it will serve you well to amplify. It's not to say you need to meditate 3 and 4 hours a day. It's saying on a conjunction with the first card, the amethyst, is by divine intuition that there's a sense that the empath holds when it's time to shift. So maximize and utilize your time for that. And you can even ask for assistance in terms of how can I show me the practical way, angels, God, benevolent light beings. Show me the way. I'm here at work. This is not so. Okay, this is on extra status and I need help, right? I'm being silly and funny and kind of down to earth with it because in truth, that is such is life. Such is life, okay? And so it's nothing wrong at all with saying that within yourself and or when you have your break and you go to the restroom or whatever and make those adjustments. Listen, I get it. I know, especially if we're younger, depending on what age demographic you're in. I'm much older. I ain't gonna get into that right now, but I know what it's like to feel like, okay, well, I want to socialize and I want to chit chat and shoot the breeze and I want to laugh and hee hee and ha ha and that's all good stuff and it's great and that's part of our life's experience. However, tapping in as an empath to the divine intuition that's leading and guiding you, trying to assist you with the very thing in which you asked. And that is usually, oh, my aura, I feel this and my energy. And so oftentimes when we're transitioning in different seasons of our lives and there's major shifts, it requires that we're willing to match that vibration, match what's shifting to help us to better and more smoothly navigate, to the highest vibrational degree possible. It's not to say that there's still not challenges. The cards are saying you have power and access to navigate this a lot more smoother than you think you do. But the key is tapping into that intuition as well as being willing to engage in the activities that's going to help you to do that, right? That is what I'm sensing from this and what the guidance that I'm picking up. And so let's see what the angel has to say. Ah, yes, I call on him quite often. We have Archangel Michael. Okay, he's the one right there, man. I mean, they're all great, but I'm just saying, I call on him quite often. He is the protector one, man. He's the one for protection, help banishing fear, and that's even going in alignment with the mantra that we did earlier. And so this is right on time for us, okay? And this is what Archangel Michael has to say. This is an affirmation. He says, it's good for you, for us to say, I am blessed with deep understanding. I have a clear view of the truth. I am grateful that I have mental clarity. My spiritual life is full. I love to share my blessings with others. I have great poise and grace. All right, so let's add a wonderment for law of attraction purposes, right? And go from there. I wonder what it would look like, feel like, and be like to feel blessed with that deep understanding. I wonder what it would look like and feel like to feel clear, to have a clear view of the truth in my now. I wonder what it'll look like and feel like to feel that gratitude, the gratefulness in my heart, and from having and tapping into mental clarity in my now. I wonder what it'll look like and feel like to feel that my spiritual life is full of vibrant life. I wonder what would it look like and to feel like to love and feel love and to share my blessings with others while feeling safe and sound, to operate with great grace and poise. Ooh, all right, so that was the sapphire. We got sapphire and amethyst, and they go together oddly enough. And as I shuffled, those are the two that popped out. So I love that I did it that way. Um, because it's not something that I just went through a deck and just pulled two cards. It's like, okay, no, the energy was guiding, and it's perfect for the theme of maintaining our auric and energetic system in our daily lives. Okay. All right. So that's going to be all for now. I hope that the guidance, helped. I hope that the meditation helped, as well as the mantra. And hold on. Okay, well, let's go ahead and close with seeing if I can tap into a light language that is infused with the intention to help us to better maintenance and manage our aura daily, with the intention of infusing the violet fire in our auric field as a time release. And just to provide that strengthening and healing and repairing of our auric field as well as the chakras, as in resonance with our highest intelligence. Our highest intelligence knows exactly where we are and what would be divinely in alignment for us. So I always add that in there so that it's according to where you are in your path, in your journey, and anywhere where we are. Not a cookie cut, but a specific um, intent build to be able to flex and flow per each person that ever listens and choose to engage. Okay. All right, so we're going to take a deep breath. I'm sensing and hoping that this one is a short one because I've had you all for so long already, but I did feel the need to do it. So maybe this is something you can go back to. Maybe it's something you can play on your break and just speed through the beginning parts of the video and just get to the end and get to the light language. Who knows? Maybe this could be something you're able to utilize and practice. And so I'm going to grab my amethyst since I do have an amethyst in my disposal so I can channel from the amethyst. Um, I'm also going to go ahead and grab a couple of my clear quartz and then one of my selenite ones, okay? Because I want to feel their vibration and energy. I also want to channel it through the light language so that frequency comes through to assist, okay? All right, good stuff. Yes, these are some of my crystals. This is my amethyst. That's a raw piece. And these are two of my small clear quartz, powerful amplifier crystals. Um, and then, of course, lastly, but certainly not least, one of my gorgeous selenite wands. All right. All right, I think I'm gonna dim some of the lighting for this part, just to see if that kind of creates a little more soothing effect here. Okay. All right, 1 second. Okay. All right, beautiful souls. Let's see what comes through. By the way, dead smack in the middle of my heart chakra, I do have my Herkimer diamond and my moldavite. Powerful crystals, those two, very powerful. I also have my desert rose in my bosom. So I got some crystal energy flowing through me right now in conjunction with the ones that I'm adding. Whew, all right, let's do it. Set my intention to tap into light language for empaths, holistic healing, auric, energetic, and chakra clearing, cleansing, maintenance, managing in our daily lives. I set my intention, may there be a time release, an energetic time release infused in the transmission so that it is activated at will and activated upon contact with intrusive energy, basal energy, malevolent energy, other people's energy and experiences, as well as the things that are coming up from our cache and our inner child or past lives that's ready for clearing on a deep cellular and quantum level down into our DNA, our blood, our bones. Aya samaka shukuso eya sakararia semaya poshaya. Soya sakaya sukoya seara masoya. Aya saya lara samaya koshoya saya saramasoya sama. Aya keya saya korbusoya sarabasiya ya kaya raramoya kai shaya ko soya raramosa karoti yerosa. Siana Mokos Sakai, Soy Samas, Karamasaya, Yararamoya, Sai, Yararamoya, Yarararosu, Ayararo, Yararamasuko, Shoyari, Yararamoya, Kasaya, Rayasama, Okoroshoya, Soyukurusoya, Shikrasama. Akaya sarama yukoroso ya samaika taria korosa ya yuama ya sama oso yoso yekiri moso ya saya aya kaya sama okoso moko iya osakaramaso ya oso iya kararamosa iya sakararosa shaka samakararasa shaka samaka ashiya haya kararamaso ya oh ya okororomosa ya sayo koshai shai koso maka asa makaruso iya saya ya yama koros koria ya raramaso akaish koros Akariya Saramasco, Shai, Asanamasorosi, Shoot Asamasai, Shoot Asanamasoya, Shoot Asanama Okoi, Shoot Asanamaka, Iya, Koshori Saramaka, Shoot Asai, Soya. Aya soya samaya okoroso. Oya samoya sama iya koya sama. Oyo shera moko oso iya. Haya koya ramo. Que era mosi soya ma. Oya kaya sarara suko aka sama ashu su asa a su I sa su a shaka su si a akros cross catch at iya ako sa asali asan iya wakaro saya akasay saan kaajat sa clear screen yakoromo, shai, korosari. We release kororoshi, the agreements, transmuting, previous lifetime, bloodline, ancestral agreements, burdens, projections, patterns and patterns, energetic debris, auric debris, projected debris, raise the vibration, infuse, the frequency of whole open, she, Karamasuya, Kakaraya, Yerosonama, Akaya, Karamasoya, Karashkamasiya, Karamaya. For the locations, galactics, worlds, lands, companies, industries, surroundings, experiences, sama, assistance, transmit, violet fire, sa yoko ya sa sakararama sa sakararamoya ka oya sai oyo sakararamoya kariya parya sukoya saya sakarli shroski sakara sro oyo krosri sha balancing the chakra system sha Sukoya sarama ko I asai oso shaka akarumuya ashaka si akaramosaya. Wow, shakaramo shakaramosaya ka ese sararamoya oya yararamoya fire. Okay, I'm getting hot fire, infusing fire in the core for empowerment to transform and co-create a higher vibrational reality. Lives in our now shayaka masoko asai we and strength, infused with strength and tenacity to make any adjustments as needed, ebb and flow. Any adjustments as needed, ebb and flow. Any changes as needed, ebb and flow. Any decisions need to be adjusted as needed, ebb and flow. With elegance. Akari ayatarararamoko. Okay. Guidance is coming through. As we stay in our power, as we set our intention to remain in our own energy and to be ourselves in all environments, no matter what we are feeling and sensing from others. As we set our intention to do that, and then those moments shift because empaths have a tendency to mirror a lot of the energy we're receiving or picking up. But as we own our power and set the intention to stay in my energy, stay in my energy, stay in my energy, shield up or sweet, stay in my energy. This is also assisting with auric cleansing on the other end of it, more of a deflective in nature, where we're putting up that energetic boundary by remaining in our energy. And so, so in other words, yes, we may be dealing with customers and clients that are extra. And yes, we may even be dealing with bosses and coworkers that are extra. But as we simply decide and set the intention, I'm going to hear and receive the information as necessary, but I am going to stay in my energy. I am going to stay authentic to myself within healthy boundaries, within wisdom and reason, but true to life. And when we question what's what, we can ask divine within. And our spiritual guidance teams help me to be me. Help me to be myself, even as I am learning, even as I'm engaging, even as I'm interacting, and even as I'm picking up others, so that I am by default managing my energy by staying true to me and deflecting, if you will, what's not true to me. Energetically speaking. For an example, let's say someone else is upset, but you really aren't. Someone else is flipping out, but you really aren't. Empaths like to be relatable, but stuff like that I understand, but not to get pulled into it, because then we're gonna pick up that vibration. Another way is to turn it around. If you're engaging and say, yeah, I understand, but we're gonna be okay. I'm gonna be okay. Things are gonna get better. If they work with me, I'll work with them. I'm gonna give it all I have. At the end of the day, if it doesn't work for me, it's also okay to change my mind. But I will give it all I have and seek my spiritual guidance team along the way as I'm trying to make that kind of a decision. Whether this is relationships, work, whatever endeavor, however it resonates, this is going to help us to better maintenance our aura, our energetic field. Ariama orara mayasa maosoko eshe asama ukoro okara reishe iseya makoro riara maka akara makoro asama esheya su esheya asarama oreo su ati karoshia karama su aya saima oya ke anamo oke asa oye anamo ko esheya Eshea, Eosi, Ishai, Oyasama, 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 Sayama. Take some nice deep breaths. And if you have some pure, clean water near you, go ahead and take a few swallows. That helps the frequencies to smoothly go through your system, your energetic system, as well as your body on a deep cellular and quantum level. And before I go, one last tip. These little simple things and simple practices often make the greatest of impact if we're willing to use them and if we're willing to be consistent. One thing you can do right before you go to bed after a long and crazy day is simply shower with an intention, or excuse me, or wash your face intention by setting the intention to clear your energy. By doing that, you are helping yourself to release whatever was accumulated in that day right before you go to bed. And that would take all of a minute or two. All right, beautiful souls. Okay, beautiful empaths. I love you all dearly, dearly, dearly from the bottom of my highest heart. We are on this path together. All right, so I hope you have a nice, peaceful night's rest. And I hope that you feel light and feel safe in your sleep state and that you wake feeling strong, feeling reinvigorated, feeling empowered, and feeling ready to face your day no matter what, with gumption, gusto, elegance, sophistication, tenacity, poise, and grace, and most importantly, in alignment and authentic to your truest self, your highest intelligence, and your highest and greatest good, and perfect comfort and alignment. So until next time, stay high vibe, love yourself, and take care of yourself. So high, so it is, so let it be. Namaste.